Four Nations face-off break has served as a reset for many players, and the Montreal Canadiens have no doubt been one of the best teams since the Four Nations break ended, and at the center of it all is Nick Suzuki. Nick Suzuki has himself 8 points in his last 3 games, and he is an unstoppable force for the Montreal Canadiens in these recent games. He now has 60 points in 59 games this season, and he is on pace for a new career high, as he is now over 8 points per game. But today in this video, I wanted to break down why Nick Suzuki is so damn good at scoring goals, so let's get straight into this. Nick Suzuki is a player that is an all-around player. He scores everywhere. This dude can score from the left circle, he can score from the right circle, and hell, he can even score in the slot. And Nick Suzuki has scored most of his goals this season from the high danger scoring area. These last few games, we have been seeing Nick Suzuki score from everywhere. So I wanted to break down some of his goals from the last few games and even some of his assists. So for the first game I wanted to look at was against the Ottawa Senators, when Nick Suzuki had recorded 2 assists in this game. On his first assist of the night, it was Suzuki on the draw, and as we know, Suzuki is pretty good at winning draws, and this one comes back to Lane Hudson, who finds Patrick Laine for an easy one-timer to put the Canadiens up 3-2 in the game. On the next play I wanted to show you, it's Nick Suzuki who picks up this puck from a beautiful thump-in by Jaden Struble, and Suzuki drives in, and what do you think is going to happen here? Do you think A, Suzuki is going to pass this puck to Slavkovsky, or do you think B, Suzuki is going to get around this player and drive it to the net? Well, if you chose A, you would be correct, as Nick Suzuki passes his puck over and actually takes a weird bounce, but you know, it's enough for Slavkovsky to pick up the goal from a really nice shot from the slot, and the Montreal Canadiens do end up winning this game 5-2 with a really nice performance from the Stars, and especially Nick Suzuki, who put up 2 assists in this game. And I'll break down the Carolina game soon, but for now I wanted to get into the most recent game where the Montreal Canadiens had played the San Jose Sharks. So the Montreal Canadiens are down 1-0, and someone needs to turn this game around, and of course one of the star players is going to step up. And you might think here it's Cole Caulfield who takes his puck away all by himself, but if you look closely, it's Uri Slavkovsky with a really nice little poke at the puck, which gives Caulfield a little boost to take this puck on a rushing play. And Caulfield is driving on in, and we know this guy can seriously shoot it. So what do you think is going to happen here? Do you think A, Caulfield's going to shoot this puck on net since maybe the pass is risky? Do you think B, Caulfield is going to pass his puck over to Suzuki and he'll put it in for the one-timer goal? Or do you think C, Caulfield's going to give this puck away somehow? Well, if you chose B, you would be correct, as Caulfield sees Suzuki wide open for the one-timer, and this was actually really close to the net, so this was a great choice to pass over to Suzuki. And of course, the captain, who continues his hot streak, puts this goal home for the game tire. This next goal, the San Jose Sharks are up 2-1 on the Montreal Canadiens, and when Suzuki wins this draw, pay attention to Suzuki afterward. He goes back towards the net, and it looks like Vlasic is on Suzuki here, but then look, he goes up into the circle and he is absolutely wide open, as all 4 other Shark players have no idea Suzuki's in this position, and Vlasic starts sleeping on the play, and Hudson takes advantage of this situation and finds Suzuki in the circle, and he scores his second of the game to tie this game yet again at 2. And now Suzuki has 2 goals from that left circle so far. That's 2 goals out of the 4 he has scored from the left circle, and 2 of them have been in this game. So you can see the dude has been everywhere. It's not just in the slot. He is good everywhere. So now on this play, we are in overtime between the Sharks and the Canadiens, and a shot by Zetterlund is stopped by Montembeault, and Nick Suzuki does a great job of recovering this puck and getting it over to Cole Caulfield while evading Celebrini, and Caulfield, with some very nice moves, also evades Celebrini as he scores an absolute beauty of a goal, where the Canadiens will win this game 4-3 in overtime to extend their win streak to 3 games. Another game I wanted to talk about is when the Montreal Canadiens had played the Carolina Hurricanes. So it's Suzuki who is driving into the zone, and he makes a nice play to dump this puck in, and even with 3 Carolina Hurricanes on him, he manages to evade all 3 of them, and he retrieves this puck back. Then Suzuki ends up making a pass over to Struble, and what do you think is going to happen here? Do you think A, Struble is going to shoot this one on net for a possible tip? Do you think B, Struble is going to wait for more support and hold on to this puck? Well, if you chose A, you'd be correct, as Struble puts this one onto the net, and it's Slavkovsky with the tip, and the Montreal Canadiens have a 1-0 lead in this game. It was just a really nice play by Suzuki to get this puck in with a nice eye by Struble, who spot slapped in front of the net, and it all pays off for the Canadiens. Now for the next play I wanted to talk about. It's 2-0 Canadiens, and they are up on the power play. Here I want you to pay attention to Nick Suzuki. As you can see, he is here. Yeah, he's that little head right here. And if you look, 3 Carolina players are over here trying to disrupt the play and retrieve the puck back. And Slavin is caught puck watching and doesn't notice Suzuki over here. This is actually really bad for Carolina. As this puck gets free, it's Patrick Laine who sends a really nice pass over to Suzuki, and with him being wide open, he makes no mistake and he pots the goal to make it 3-0 Canadiens in this one. Nick Suzuki this season has certainly been something to watch, and it's very nice to see him getting the numbers he's getting, as I believe he is still an incredibly underrated player in the league for what he is doing as the captain of the Montreal Canadiens. But hey, give me your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think Nick Suzuki will get above 82 points this year and get a career high? And do you think he will end up carrying the Montreal Canadiens to a playoff spot this year? Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to know, and please let me know if you guys got all the questions right in this video. I put questions in these videos, but I never really asked for the answers, so hey, let me know if you got these questions right. Yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.